Hello, and thank you for joining today's webinar on emerging trends and key challenges in wire and cable manufacturing. My name is James Concannon, Senior Sales Executive here at Cimteq by UL Solutions. We're a software provider that is solely focused on the wire and cable industry. Our aim is to provide industry-specific software solutions, delivering fast return on investment while streamlining and modernizing design and manufacturing processes. Before introducing my colleague Chris Huntley, who will give an overview of our dedicated cable design software, CableBuilder Enterprise, I will begin by highlighting some of the emerging trends impacting the industry and identify some key challenges influencing how manufacturers do business. The world of wire and cable manufacturing is ever-changing and evolving. Several megatrends are shaping the wire and cable manufacturing industry, potentially impacting the sector's operations, technologies, and market dynamics significantly. There are many opportunities for savvy manufacturers keen to capitalize on these emerging trends, but it's worth remembering that while opportunities might initially appear attractive, they can be somewhat diluted if manufacturers fail to make the appropriate operational improvements and consider some of the key challenges that often run parallel with opportunities. This webinar will focus on some of the industry's emerging trends and highlight how important diversification is when looking to make the most of opportunities ahead of them. Later in the webinar, my colleague Chris will highlight how digitalisation can assist manufacturers. Chris will use customer examples to highlight how CableBuilder can help manufacturers take diversification to the next level to ensure competitiveness and long-term business survival. So let's have a look at some trends that influence manufacturers and drive them to look closely at their current settings and identify areas where they need to diversify product range and manufacturing processes in order to remain competitive. Let's start with 5 and 6G infrastructure and super connectivity. Increased bandwidth and lower latency mean vast information and processes will run through data centers, potentially resulting in highly compromised infrastructures. Data center speeds are already accelerating from 40G to 100G, and with 400G Ethernet technologies emerging to support new devices and connections, network upgrades and new data center infrastructure are necessary. This increasing need for superior connectivity drives the demand for advanced wire and cable solutions to facilitate seamless data and power transmission, particularly within buildings, factories, smart homes, and infrastructure. In response, wire and cable manufacturers are diversifying their product ranges to include high-demand products like fiber optics, Ethernet cables, and high-speed data transmission cables with the capabilities to support the growing digital landscape. Now let's have a look at sustainability and environmental impacts on wire and cable manufacturers. According to a 2021 report from Boston Consulting Group, the telecom sector is responsible for about 3 to 4% of global CO2 emissions, about twice the level of the much more heavily scrutinized aviation sector. And as experts predict global data usage will increase by 60%, that number could increase to 14% of global CO2 emissions by 2040. It's vital, therefore, that telecoms and communication technology companies take significant steps towards lowering their environmental impact. It's not just the tech companies who need to consider sustainability, though. Efforts need to be made across the entire supply chain. End product manufacturers, including wire and cable manufacturers, will be significantly impacted as they continue to be scrutinized by their customers on their carbon footprint and the sustainability of their manufacturing processes. Incorporating recycling and waste reduction programs and using renewable energy sources in manufacturing operations are just some of the initiatives that manufacturers can apply. Energy transition is another area that is heavily influencing the world of wire and cable manufacturing. Global priorities focus heavily on reducing carbon emissions and the adoption of clean energy initiatives, all of which present attractive opportunities for wire and cable manufacturers. Grids will need significant thinking due to the surge in renewable energy initiatives and the focus on achieving clean electricity goals. The rapid development of offshore and onshore renewable energy capabilities will require enhanced cabling products, as will the transmission and distribution upgrades required to facilitate these renewable energy advancements. Manufacturers looking to remain competitive will need to diversify their product offering to keep up with these emerging energy transition trends. Digitalisation is the next focus. This can bring many benefits and present opportunities for wire and cable manufacturers to revolutionise manufacturing procedures. These improved internal processes help maximize productivity and profitability, placing them in the perfect position to embrace the trends and mitigate the risks of the of the industry challenges. Here are some ways in which digitalization can help the industry. Real-time data analytics. Digitalization allows wire and cable manufacturers to collect and analyze vast amounts of real-time data. By leveraging data analytics, manufacturers can gain insights in production performance, identify bottlenecks, and make data-driven decisions to optimize process and improve product quality. Enhanced operational efficiency. Digital technologies such as automation, robotics, and machine learning can streamline manufacturing processes, improve productivity, and reduce costs. Wire and cable manufacturers can optimize production workflows, minimize manual errors, and increase operational efficiency by implementing digital solutions. Quality control and traceability. Digitalization enables better quality control and traceability through manufacturing. With the integration of sensors, monitoring systems, and digital quality control tools, manufacturers can ensure consistent product quality, detect defects or deviations early on, and track product traceability from raw materials to finished products. Product customization and innovation. Digitalization allows wire and cable manufacturers to embrace product customization and innovation. Through CAD software, virtual prototyping, and simulation tools, manufacturers can quickly develop and iterate product designs, respond to customer specific requirements, and accelerate time to market for new products. Remote monitoring and maintenance. Digital solutions enable remote monitoring and proactive maintenance of machinery and equipment. By leveraging IoT devices, sensors, and connectivity, manufacturers can monitor equipment performance, detect anomalies, and schedule proactive maintenance to prevent unplanned downtime and optimize equipment utilization. And finally, sustainability and environmental impact. Through data analytics and digital monitoring, manufacturers can identify energy inefficiencies, reduce waste, and optimize resource utilization. Digital solutions also facilitate the adoption of renewable energy sources, energy management systems, and environmental impact monitoring to minimize the industry's ecological footprint. Digitalization offers wire and cable manufacturers opportunities to enhance operational efficiency, improve product quality, drive innovation, optimize supply chain management, and provide enhanced customer experiences. By embracing these digital technologies, wire and cable manufacturers can position themselves for success in an increasingly connected and data-driven industry. Okay, so there's one trend that presents a real challenge for manufacturers, and that's the perennial issue of skilled labour shortage. Wire and cable manufacturing often requires specialised skills and knowledge. As technology advances and manufacturing processes become more complex, there may be a need for more skilled workers with the necessary expertise to operate and maintain the machinery and equipment involved in the production process. The shortage can lead to a gap between the demand for skilled labour and the available workforce. Couple this skills gap with the increasing problem of an ageing workforce, and wire and cable manufacturers are operating in perilous times. As the existing workforce ages, there may be a shortage of younger workers to fill the vacant positions. This demographic shift can be exacerbated if there is a lack of interest among younger generations in pursuing careers in manufacturing. Competition with other industry also plays a significant role. Labour shortages can arise when intense competition from sectors such as technology, engineering, or services exist. Manufacturers often need help attracting and retaining qualified labour. The expectations and preferences of the modern workforce have also evolved. Factors such as work-life balance, job security, career advancement opportunities, and workplace culture can significantly impact labour availability. If the wire and cable manufacturing industry fails to meet these expectations, it may face difficulties attracting and retaining employees. Strategies required to address wire and cable manufacturing labour shortages are available with the right level of planning, and these can include workforce development and training. Investing in training programs and partnerships with educational institutions can help bridge the skills gap by equipping workers with the necessary knowledge and skills for wire and cable manufacturing. These include providing apprenticeships, vocational training, and continuous learning opportunities. Automation and technology integration. Automation and advanced manufacturing technologies can help alleviate labour shortages by reducing the reliance on manual labour and improving production efficiency. Integrating robotics, AI, and smart manufacturing systems can enhance productivity and compensate for labour shortfalls. Recruitment and retention strategies. Implementing competitive compensation packages, promoting workplace safety and well-being, fostering a positive work culture, and offering opportunities for career growth and advancement can help attract and retain skilled workers in the wire and cable manufacturing industry. Regular monitoring of labour markets, trends, proactive workforce planning, and adaptability to changing circumstances is crucial for wire and cable manufacturers to address labour shortage challenges effectively. Okay, now I've touched on the trends and challenges facing the manufacturers. I will briefly introduce CableBuilder Enterprise, which is our dedicated cable design software. I'm handing over to my colleague Chris Huntley, who's our CableBuilder Product Manager. He will explain how CableBuilder can help maximize the opportunities presenting themselves, and we use common customer scenarios and testimonials to cement the information. CableBuilder Enterprise was born out of the demand within the cable industry to simplify the complex management of cable design data, from the initial design concept all the way through to delivering the full bill of materials directly to the ERP system. The system will greatly reduce the need for manual data entry during the design process, but perhaps more importantly, it gives manufacturers the ability to have the most up-to-date costs for raw materials, machines, and labor attached to their products, ensuring costs during design and quotations are managed effectively. And really what it does, it streamlines the whole design process. So you're able to create the design of any type of cable, but then on top of that, you can automatically create your bill of materials, your items and your routing information, accurately calculating the material and manufacturing costs. So the raw material usage and the machine information can be entered against a given design, with alternatives available. If a certain machine is not online, then you know what the exact manufacturing costs will be if you move it to a different machine. In a multi-plant environment, you can determine where is the best location to manufacture certain products. So you can use what-if scenarios, change variables in the design to understand how does that affect the overall costs. And then furthermore, you can then automatically create data sheets and drawings, which can be sent to your customers or posted on websites in the form of 3D renderings. And really what it does is just reduces that time it takes to design and quote for products, allowing you to go to market quicker and get your products out there before the competition. So just on the design part of things before I hand over to Chris, linking back to the labor shortage section earlier, what it really does is maximizes the knowledge that you already have within the company. It won't replace that knowledge, but it maximizes and centralizes all of that experience that may have been built up over 10, 20, 30 years. If those people are getting ready to leave the company, then you can centralize it and pass that knowledge on to the next people that come into their place. Being able to utilize international local standards, so you can split up your product families and your product groups depending on where they are exported to, and have specific logic and rules attached to those groups, which is all down to your own business preferences. And really the last point is just, again, it's streamlining that design process. So taking out the manual effort that may be involved if using Excel or legacy in-house systems, and minimizing that effort, not only to design new designs, but also to maintain existing designs and make mass updates and changes, whether that be raw material information, raw material costs, machine information and costs, or whatever that is. If an item changes across your whole product range, you can make that update, version it, and have the history of that change made within the couple of clicks of a couple of buttons. Okay, I'll hand over now to Chris, who's going to go into more detail on the benefits of CableBuilder.
Okay, so first of all, we'll look at how CableBuilder can help, and we'll look at those mega trends. So if we look at the 5G, 6G infrastructure, this will see an increase in demand for high-tech designs and machinery, and possibly even new plants. So how CableBuilder can help, and we'll touch on this a bit later in the presentation as well, is that we've got a lot of pre-configured standards and rules. What it means that you, as the cable manufacturer, when you build your new plant, you can take rules that we've set up and that are proven within the industry, and you can use those to design your cable. So it really is almost a plug and play, but with the added benefit that you are in full control of what you do. So you can take the rules that we've set up and you can then tweak them according to your own way of work and your own preferences, and based on your own machinery and the way you operate. If we look at sustainability and ESG, what is really important within the industry is to maintain acceptable levels of emission, etc. What CableBuilder facilitates is the automatic selection of materials. So you make sure that the materials you select are the correct grade of materials that will not emit excessive fumes, etc. They've got calculated dimensions and quantity, which defines the limits. So you, as your operator, knows what he should be manufacturing and to what dimensions, what quantity should be used. And then the automatic selection of machines with running parameters ensures that the operator knows what speed he should run at, what the acceptable line speeds, etc. are, so that you're not going to overrun your machine, causing excessive emissions. Energy transmission, again, the introduction of new products will be required to meet the demand of energy transition. And this, again, could require new designs, additional machinery, and possibly new plants again. So as with the 5G, 6G infrastructure, the preconfined standards and rules will come into play, as well as the flexibility to tweak. So really, everything is geared at making your life easier as you introduce new products and factories into the market. The digitalisation, CableBuilder offers a very professional and improved design process and technology. A lot of automation gives you a high standard, high output of cable designs, costing, quotations, and report generation. And the transfer of data from one system to another is seamless at the click of a button. So going from your design system to your ERP or to your MES is just a click of a button, and you have a one-on-one relationship. And the labor shortage issue, CableBuilder facilitates retention of knowledge by giving predefined product groups with rules. Those rules are always there with the ability to attach documentation, to maintain correspondence between people. So whatever your rules are, whatever you did and why you did it is always on record, and it's there to transfer that knowledge through the generations. It supports quality management systems through the document retention, version control. You've got a full history of your design, and then design validation. So you can set up rules that looks for areas that could potentially be a problem, and it will flag the user to say, check this out, this could be wrong. So now some questions. If we look at, people will say, I'm opening a new plant and extending my product range. So as we said earlier, industry dictates that we need to respond quickly and accurately against a number of cable types and constructions, including composite and special cables. So these could all be the products that your new plant is catering for. So CableBuilder comes out the box with many pre-configured standards, which is a product family, and manufacturing processes, operations, resources, and quotations. What this means is that companies are able to take what we give you and start generating designs from the start against a myriad, a whole lot of designs, types, constructions, and you generate your BOMs, your routines, your costs, and data sheets. When you generate your quotations, you can define the rules that you want. So it can be value add, it can be gross margin, it can be whatever condition you want. If you can put a formula to it, if you can define the logic, you can create the output. And against quotations, data sheets are automatically generated against designs in the quotation. So it's a seamless process. There's no need to go back to the different departments and give me this, give me that. Everything comes out of the quotation module seamlessly. And then the cherry on the cake is that CableBuilder Enterprise puts full control into the hands of the users. You have the ability to modify what we give you or change what we give you. You can add to it in any way you want, and you can base it on your own rules. And in simple terms, you do what you want to do, how you want to do it. And through all of this process, Cimteq will be at your side, guiding you, making sure that everything goes seamless, and giving you pointers and assisting as and when possible. The customer testimonial in that sense is CableBuilder Enterprise delivers data directly to our ERP, which is an essential element of the project success. Having the ability to share designs across plants prevents costly duplication of tasks. Designs can be shared instantly across the globe, and the added benefit of having data delivered in the operator's language is a big advantage and reduces time and saves money. The CableBuilder Enterprise interface is solid, and the solutions brought about by working closely with Cimteq by UL Solutions mean we now have a simpler system for the new users to learn. Users of our old system quickly overcame their worries about the transition when they realized how the CableBuilder Enterprise could speed up and streamline daily duties. Next thing that people look at is they want control of the material costs and consumption. And this is a big thing. This can cost a lot of money. Recent reports have indicated that a major concern within China's cable manufacturing industry is the challenge to control material quality and cost, and the importance of a strong quality management control within China's wiring cable manufacturing sector. Ultimately, a cheap, low-quality material and material overusage is a costly affair for any cable manufacturer. It leads to scrap, it leads to overusage, and it leads to rework. It's just not a good situation to be in. CableBuilder promotes quality management of both designs and materials through workflow approval stages to facilitate the selection and control of materials. This ensures that only materials that meet requirements are open for production use. CableBuilder enables companies to accurately and consistently calculate material requirements across all process and cable constructions. This includes allowances that are associated with scrap and machine variations, which in turn provides manufacturers with focus points to control scrap as well as to identify bottlenecks. CableBuilder will define the optimum routing for your product across the machines that you have for a given operation, as well as define alternate resources with target setup and running parameters per option. This means that the planner understands which machines are suitable for the job, which are bottlenecks, where scrap will be most prevalent. In addition, whatever machine he chooses, the operator knows the target in terms of product output and acceptable scrap levels. It does often happen that you receive an order and the preferred machine is busy. So what this does is it puts control into the planner's hands to say, machine A is busy, I can use machine B, and the operator knows the running parameters. Another customer testimonial is CableBuilder Enterprise is an essential system for us. We can now easily analyze machinery speeds and closely monitor materials used. In addition, we have the tools to predict future demand. So how do I ensure quality when experienced personnel leave? The skills retention part of it. Loss of skills leads to low product quality. Low product quality leads to loss of profits and the need to rework. The need to rework affects delivery commitments to other customers. All of this affects a company's reputation and bottom line. And that's a common problem that manufacturers face, and it's something that Cimteq CableBuilder has a solution to. Rules are set up to generate standardized outputs consistently according to the rules you define. This does not change over time, so even when the experience leaves, the output remains. And like I said earlier, you have the ability to write down why you did what. So it's not just the output, it's the logic behind the output and how it's generated. What do I get from this logic that's put in there? You get design bill of materials, design routines, costs and quotations, data sheets and reports. All of this considering alternative routines and across different plants, as well as the option to export BOMs and routines to Excel with formula to do what-ifs on material pricing. CableBuilder facilitates the garden of knowledge through document and communication retention against designs and quotations. Design versioning ensures a full history of who did what, why, when, why, and how through all versions of a design, and it's all available to the user to use. CableBuilder validates inputs against customer-defined checkpoints, ensuring that human error does not creep in, and workflow ensures that the correct personnel approve a design prior to being made available for manufacturing and quotations. A lot of people, they want a flexible digital solution to replace their current outdated process. And really, too often, in-house solutions work independently from each other. They have this working in Excel, they have that working in a different program, etc., and they have to link everything to work as one. And these work independently, they become outdated, they require major overhauls, and when that time comes, normally the people who created them are gone, and people don't know what to do. The CableBuilder is a one-stop solution, providing design and quotation capabilities within a single or multi-plant environment against all known cable constructions, and with a one-to-one integration into your ERP. CableBuilder generates outputs quick and consistently accurate through preconfined standards, user-defined rules, and automatic outputs for BOMs, routines with alternatives, costs, and reports. Response speed, data integrity, and accuracy is critical. Automation ensures consistency and accuracy. Validation ensures integrity of data. Workflow ensures that design status define what you can and cannot be quoted on and manufactured. The design process is quick and seamless. A recent in-house exercise showed a full cable BOM, routing, cost, and data sheet created in under 3 minutes. This was then used to create 95 new designs with BOMs, routing, costs, and data sheets in under 45 minutes. All of this, and the customer can adjust and change what is provided to meet his own requirements.
Okay, so a quick example to design a cable quickly. I'm just going to create a basic code for you. So what we will do first is we will go into the header and we'll define what the cable should be. The top part of this, we're just saying what kind of cable we want, and the specification will give the rules, and the voltage will give the rules that apply to the cable. And then here in this tab, we will say what is a construction. So let's make this 25mm copper, PVC insulation, let's make it a 4-core, PVC bedding, steel bar armor, PVC sheath, on a drum, 500 meters. So we have to find what the cable is there. So we just save that. And what will happen first off is it will create the structure of the cable. There's the structure of the operations that's created. When we process it, we run all the formulas applicable to this cable. And what that will do is it will add all the machines, all the operations, and all the raw materials to this structure, and it will then give dimensions and a cost of the full cable design. So there we've got the full cable design, all the operations, all the materials, the dimensions here, the masses there, all the operations have been added, and you can see here machines have been added per operation. If we then look at what we've got here, the top part is all the raw materials used to make up 1 kilometer of cable, with costs and allowances if you use them, and a total cost per 1,000 meters. At the bottom, you've got all the machines required to make up this cable per 1,000 meters, with costs. This is 12.2 hours to make this cable, and a total cable cost here. What else we have here is we've got a cable data sheet. This is an example. Customers will take this and use it to create their own in the way they want to do it, but this is an example of how you can create it. You've got your logo at the top, the description there, the drawing of the cable there, we add a 4-core, certain features that we've assigned to this cable, and then a breakdown of the construction. Like I say, this is an example of, customers will then use this to create their own as required. And that is how to create a simple cable. Thank you.
So another customer testimonial. Cimteq by UL Solutions conducted some customization work on its applications to fit our exact requirements. Changes that have now been accepted as standard UL functionality in CableBuilder. The implementation of the solution began in the autumn, and after a successful test period and switchover from our existing system, we went live by the end of the year. There was no visible distraction from our staff, resellers, or customers. The new system provides a centralized IT infrastructure to link our 3 plants and divisions, and is used daily by several users throughout the information analysis and engineering departments. So how do I ensure quotation integrity and accuracy? CableBuilder's quotation module is a tool for you to ensure fast and accurate quotations. The automation of outputs and the ability to base your cost on various cost basis is fundamental to a customer's success. This ensures speed of outputs against accurate rules. The options of value add, gross margin, price list, discount structures, etc. are all possible. Ultimately, like I said earlier, if you can put a rule to it, if you can put a formula to it, you can generate the output. Ultimately, the customer can apply the rules he wants to generate the outputs he requires. Validation and workflow ensure that only approved designs are using quotations to guarantee the integrity of what is being quoted on. Communication is recorded and the correct channels are followed. And this communication being recorded, it will be there forever and a day against every quotation that you've done. CableBuilder provides the ability to use custom material prices per quotation or even backdate a quotation. This is key in ensuring that users have the flexibility to meet the demands of the industry they serve. So what it means is for this customer, you can use a copper price of X. For that customer, you can use a copper price of Y, or you can use the copper price at that point in time and at that date in time. Letters of offer, data sheets, and cost reports are automatically generated, negating the need to refer back to the design office and keeping everything in one place. And that's my CableBuilder story.
As you've seen today, megatrends present both challenges and opportunities for the wire and cable manufacturers. Adapting to changing market dynamics, embracing innovation, investing in research and development, and maintaining agility will be crucial for companies to thrive in this evolving landscape. If you'd like to know more about this or any of the products that Cimteq by UL Solutions provides, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you for your time today.